welcome. I'm in Thiruvananthapuram this week to meet the man responsible for managing God's own country. In other words, my guest today is the Chief Minister of Kerala, Oommen Chandy. Now, September has been a very busy month for the man who has been MLA for 42 years, a minister several times, and Chief Minister now twice over. But even as Oommen Chandy goes about saying that Kerala is ready and hungry for investment, he's also the only Congress Chief Minister who has said that his state will not welcome 51% FDI in multi-brand retail. So how does he balance the complex realities of his beautiful state with the vision he and his party have for development? Let's find out. Mr. Chandy, good to have you on this show. You hosted in Kochi Emerging Kerala in September. Would you say you're happy with the results? Some 45 projects, 40,000 crore rupees of investment proposed.
I am fully satisfied with the outcome of the Emerging Kerala 2012. I am not very particular about the number of projects or the total amount of the total projects. See that message to the rest of the world, that is, Kerala is changing. There is a feeling that Kerala is always against the investment. Kerala is not welcoming investors.
Yes.
So, we would like to give a message that Kerala is welcoming the investment and welcoming the investors. I am satisfied because comparing with other states, we have achieved a lot in education and health.
Yes.
But unfortunately, we are far behind in the infrastructure.
The other challenge to you and to your government in Kerala when it comes to industry and to attract investment is the fact that whatever you do has to pass the environment test, isn't it? You have to, because even in all the statements you make, you keep reiterating the fact that it has to be people friendly, environment friendly. How, a lot of people, a lot of your critics or people who don't believe in this initiative feel that, a lot of projects will not go through because it is so hard to get those environmental clearances.
In Kerala, land is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Land is very scarce and also very costly. And in Kerala, we cannot go forgetting about the environmental situation. So we are all very concerned about the environmental situation and the very precious land issues. For example, the acquisition of the land, we can have a special package. See, the landowners are sacrificing something for the development. So any project, any development will not come in the air, that will come in the land. So every project, somebody is sacrificing for that project. So our theory, we have to recognize and we have to compensate and we have to give them, the landowners, a chance to become the first beneficiary of the project. So we have a comprehensive package. First, market value, full market value. Then a special package including, apart from the compensation, we will give 4 cents or 5 cents free of cost with water, road and electricity for their housing. And actually we want to become that person will be the first beneficiary of that project.
You are very confident that Emerging Kerala has sent out the right message, and you have made it a point categorically to say that it's not a one-off event. It is a transformational occasion in Kerala's evolution. I'm quoting from your opening speech. How then do you think, on the one hand, when you're saying this and you want to put this message out, on the other hand, when you become the only Congress government or the only Congress chief minister who says that his state will not accept 51% FDI and multi-brand retail, Mr. Chandy, do you think a contradictory message is going to go out?
No contradictory.
Why is that?
No contradictory. I know the plus points of the FDI. FDI has so many plus points. The farmers will get a reasonable price for their agriculture products, and the consumers will get the quality goods at a reasonable price. I know.
Jobs will be created.
Jobs will be created.
Service industry.
Yes,
I know. Very good for Kerala.
I know. But at the same time, you see lakhs and lakhs of families, especially from middle class families, they have no other way to live. They are not in a position to get some employment. They cannot go to any factory and work as a worker. So they are from the middle class. They are not ready to work any such working class or anything. So their livelihood is this commercials field. So their fate, we are not in a position to absorb their grievances. So wait and see. We have to take some more time, and slowly we can have a change. So one fine morning, FDI 51%, and ask them to go beyond the curtain. So that is inhuman, and that we cannot sustain in Kerala.
But Mr. Chandy, my experience as a visitor to Kerala on and off has been that you have a very, very sophisticated retail industry. You know, even in the smallest of places, you will see big shops. You have shopping festivals. So Kerala has a very sophisticated retail industry and a shopper culture. In your manifesto, I think you have promised you have to provide employment to 36 lakh young people. Would you not then see this as providing opportunities where, Kerala's local, the retail industry skills, would benefit?
We want to create more employment, and we are supporting such a movement. But we want to create more employment, but not at the cost of a large number of middle class families. So we want some more time.
Right.
And a slow process is necessary for this.
So you're saying that you're not ruling it out completely?
See that at present we are ruling out, but we admit the plus points of FDI.
Is it true what they say that in Kerala, like in West Bengal, that even the non-communists are leaning towards the left of center? Is that true?
So that
for a man who spent 42 years in Kerala politics.
See that Kerala always thinking in a progressive way. We are not admitting that the left is only the progressive. No. In Kerala, the general people, because of the education and because of the social background, the general people are more progressive. We are very much care about others. We are very much care about the communal harmony. So we are in a particular, that is our plus points. And a progressive thinking is like that, is there. But we are not ready to give this monopoly to the left about the progressive thinking.
Okay. I want to go back to the to what is creating headline news in the past 2-3 weeks, and that is the Congress-led UPA 2 government's fresh set of economic initiatives, whether it is the hike in diesel price, the cap on LPG, subsidized LPG cylinders, and of course FDI and multi-brand retail. How do you walk this path between what your party and the government at the center believes is the right way of development and what is relevant in your state?
We have already approached our High Command, Congress President Sonia Ji and the central leaders, and informed them of the special situation we are facing. As I pointed out that Kerala is always a progressive thinking state. So we cannot change entire thing in the name of the party decisions or a party discipline. So we have explained to them and they gave us the freedom. The FTI thing, KPCC President and myself went to Delhi and met Congress President Sonia Ji, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh Ji and our other leaders and explained them our position. Then they gave us the freedom. So we are giving the freedom to the states. Then we are happy. This gas cylinder, see that it is directly hitting the middle class families. So we have decided that is something different from the central government, that is last year's number of cylinder, subject to a maximum of 9, we are going to subsidize.
So it will be based on usage?
Based on the usage of last year. Central government not take that chance.
Right.
They said all outright 6 cylinders.
How do you talk to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh? You brought him down here for emerging Kerala. You've given him credit personally for for sort of green lighting the metro rail project in Kochi.
Yes.
And then you don't accept his policies. How do you manage the relationship?
See, we have a very close relations with the Prime Minister, Congress President, all our leaders. They know the special political situation in Kerala and they gave us, we are not accusing them. We know their limitations. So we know the circumstances in which the Prime Minister is taking such a strong step. We admit, we appreciate, but at the same time we are not in a position to implement in Kerala regarding this price rise for the diesel. So we know the position of the Prime Minister and the central leadership, but we have decided we will not charge additional tax
on the raised price.
On the raised price. So the people, they know the state government is doing their best. During the LDF period, they immediately call for bandh, but they take all these taxes on the increased price. So the people will feel the difference. We are saying something and we are showing our sincerity. They are acting something and agitation, and the people are suffering from the agitation over and above the price hike. At the same time, they are collecting more money from the people.
A lot of people believe that, for instance, in a neighboring state like Tamil Nadu, DMK, AIDMK, bitter political rivals. But when it comes to getting investment to the state, when it comes to what the state needs to get, vis-a-vis other states and from the center, they don't seem to have any discontinuity in that. In Kerala, that is not the case. How can this political culture change? You've been a congressman all your life.
Yes.
How can this political culture change?
my theory, in a democratic setup, political parties will fight each other to show their strength during the election time. In a democracy, it is very important. The majority can rule the state or rule the country. So every party will fight for the majority. Quite natural. But after the election, political parties will contest. Not for a political differences, but to do more help to the people. And also, see, in a democratic setup, majority can rule. But real democracy is majority plus minority, ruling plus opposition. So, the ruling party will take into confidence of the opposition parties.
So this is very idealistic. Is it true in reality?
See that we have to work that line. My sincere approach is that. So the ruling party will try to bring the opposition into their fold, and the opposition party will also ready to cooperate with the ruling party. I am trying for that.
Are you being met halfway?
Even then, we will not ignore them. See, for example, this emerging Kerala, we convened an all-party meeting. They boycotted. We invited an opposition leader and other opposition leaders. They did not turn down. Even then, we are requesting their cooperation. So, some extent I saw the result. After the emerging Kerala, there is no such strong objection is there.
You have said often enough when people talk about the two-seat majority that you have, which has now gone to 4 seats after the 2 by-elections that you all have had recently. You have always said in your interviews that it's not majority is important, but the number by which the majority is not important, and you've given examples of previous governments with bigger majorities that have not lasted their terms. Having said that, how is it not a pressure at all that you have a slim majority? And B, how do you manage a coalition which has the Muslim League, 3 or 4 types of Congress, the Communist Marxist Party, Kerala Revolutionary Socialist Party, at least 9 different parties in your coalition?
Yes.
What is your mantra for managing so many disparate and so many small parties with 1, 2, 4 seats?
I have only one interest. That is the interest of the people of Kerala and the interest of the Kerala. For that purpose, I am open. If I have something else, there may be so many problems. But in my agenda, I have no secret agenda. I have only one agenda. That's the state's agenda, the people's agenda. For that, I am always open. I am ready to discuss anybody. I am prepared to hear anybody. And I am doing according to my consciences. Sometimes some wrong things may happen. I have no prestige. If somebody is pointed out that, Chandy, you are wrong. If I feel wrong, immediately I will retreat. I will go back. I have no prestige. I believe that no ego. See that I believe that no politician or no rulers have no prestige. They must be open. They must be liable to the people's interest. See, I want to do so many things. So I cannot verify all the rights and wrongs and everything. So there may be some wrong things. If somebody pointed out, I will change it.
The UPA 2 government has been battered by a whole lot of controversies and scandals and scams. It is now on a drive to initiate some big ticket reforms for which it needs to take people along. Do you think that the central government is going about it the right way? Do you have any feedback to give them?
Each leader, they have their own problems. I have my own problems when I am dealing with the state politics.
Yes.
Somebody else can say something and say something against me, because according to his version, not any vested interest or anything, but according to his vision, his version, I am doing wrong, and he can say. But I have my own compulsion and my special circumstances. So many things are there. So in the national politics, in a distance, I can say, oh, this is not correct. Something may change or like that. That in my feeling is also, in so many things, I have the feeling. But I am not openly say anything because I know the limitations. See, the last week, everybody is accused the Prime Minister. He is not taking any decision. He is only follow the political aspects. So, like that criticism. Now the criticism is the other way. He is taking reforms. He is going by reforms. He is forgetting about the humanism. So, like that. So, their own problems. Even then, my feeling, the reforms with a human touch, that is necessary.
So that's the only feedback you would give?
Yes.
You're the only Chief Minister who has a webcam in his office. I know you have said it's symbolic, it's a message. In the last few days in September, it says Chief Minister is not on office on health grounds, but the camera is still on and the office is still, can still be watched. So the question is that this kind of symbolism, what does it achieve? Because on the other hand, you have enacted the Right to Service Act, I think in June or July. You have the public grievance lodging and monitoring system that you all have created.
See that today, the major issue is corruption. If the people are losing their confidence in the democratic system, so any public worker, whether they are in the power or in the opposition or holding any position or not, any public worker today is the most important contribution to the system he can, according to me, to build a confidence among the people. You do something for. If I can do something for to build the confidence of the people in the system, that is my greatest contribution. So the transparency is most important. How to check the corruption? Only through the transparent way. The web camera in my office is only a symbol.
Yeah.
So I am sitting in the office 5 hours, 6 hours or 8 hours. So all other hours I am out of the office. But I must have the feeling that I am the Chief Minister who is sitting before the camera. So when I am sitting here, when I am attend a meeting, then I have some meeting with my friends. Every time I must have the feeling I am a man in front of a web camera. That approach must be in my all activities.
So the symbolism is more for you than for people?
For me.
Mr. Chandy, you just said that the only feedback you have to the central government is do reforms, take initiative, but with the human touch. Can I ask you, if we are compelled to go in for union elections, general elections in the next few months, do you think in Kerala you would be able to deliver the same number of MPs that you did in 2009?
See that in Kerala we are quite confident. After the assembly election we have a very narrow majority. We have expected something more, but we got only a very narrow majority. But after that, two by-elections. One election due to the demise of our minister, he elected only below 200 votes. He won the seats. But in the by-election, UDF won more than 12,000 votes. And the second by-election, that is from the left front, that also we went. And so many Grama Panchayat, municipal corporation, by-elections were elected. A large number of seats won by the UDF. So we are quite...
You're ready. In Kerala, you're ready.
We are ready, no doubt.
So the kind of battering that the Congress is getting, at least in terms of the media and public opinion, you don't think will impact its electoral fortunes when it comes to parliamentary elections in Kerala?
No.
I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that. Mr. Chandy, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.